Good morning, good evening and good afternoon, you 4,500 Yes, you legends, we are black. This is how far we have got so far, so none of these end pieces are done, guys. All we're doing is over that side, so I might have to take you back in time if the time lapse from the other phone exists still. So yes guys, that's how far we've got. We've left a 3 centimetre gap all the way around there. If I put my finger in, you go all funny, and the reason for that is so that his lids can open and close. So yes, I should be able to take you back in time, guys, just to show you how we've come, because in the end of the last video we'd only put 1 sheet on, so now we've got 3 sheets, guys. Sorry, what have we got in our arsenal today, guys? Yes, the same stuff we had in the last video. We've got the Makita toolkit, which I bought with all the money off my OnlyFans page. We've got the Stanley toolbox. We've still got the big black coffee, guys, which I've pretty much drank most of it by now. I've still got my pineapple juice, and Keith has made Lance a nice cup of coffee as well. We've got our screws and all our bits and bobs. So, you legends, did I tell you we've got Sir Lancelot with us today? The absolute legend, Sir Lancelot. Yes, guys, so without further ado, Scooby-Doo, doggy-doo, and I've got the sun in my face. Let's do this. Yes, you legends, I thought I'd bring you a little update. So yeah, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4 covers, but we've only done one end of them. So I'll flip you around and I'll show you. Oh, I'll tell you what, guys, there's these little flies around. I've had to put my hat on. Can you see that? Very nice Koi Services hat, you legends. Yeah, there's loads of flies and they keep like landing in my hair. I don't know if that's how you're gonna get nicked or what, guys, but if it is, let me know in the flipping comments, because I'll need some knit shampoo. So yeah, like little black flies, that is big, landing in my hair and on my arms and everywhere, so I've had to put my hat on. So I'll flip you around. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty spamtastic, and this isn't screwed down yet, and they're only fixed down that end. Can you see I've left that gap there? That's so we can open up his filters. So this one's on gas struts, this one is. When I put my finger in, you go all funny, guys. So yes, so that fits nice and snug along there. We've got one more to fit along here, and it's only like a half a sheet. So that is over there. But then you think you're probably finished, mate, but no. There's them flies, look. Can you see that? Keep landing in my flipping hair and everything. So yes guys, I've got to screw those ones down, and then we've got to do all of this side. So I haven't done any of this side yet, and the reason is because I might put a slope to it. I don't know, it seems pretty strong to me flat, but I might put a bit of a slope to it. So we've still got to do all of this round here. So we've got to infill, we've got to infill there, we've got to infill across there, across there, across there, and just follow the curve of the pond all the way around so it's nice and even. So I'll show you this side again so you can see. So we've got that gap, nice even gap all the way along there, and it's the same overlap on the coping along there and along the back there. So we have got to, so I'm going to fix those down. We'll get this front one in because it's only half. It'll probably come to about there, you legends, but it'll give that gap to gas off. So it'll have that gap there of the coping for all the gases to escape, and obviously you'll get a little bit in between as well, guys. So that should, there's another one of them flies again. So yes, you legends, right, without further ado, did I tell you we've got to check his fish for parasites, and also his overflow is completely blocked. So his overflow's on the back of the skimmer. So yeah, loads more to do, you legends. Will we get this all done today? I honestly don't flipping know, but we'll do our best, and if not, I can always come back tomorrow just to do his overflow and to check his fish. But I'm hoping to get all the covers done. And what we should do, you legends, is check the temperature now and then check the temperature when we're finished. Testicles, say nice, Lance. Nice. Yes guys, we have got our thermometer, so we'll be able to check the temperature of the water. So it is currently 11.7 degrees in the pond. So guys, it'll be nice, it'll be good, it'll be a good test to see if it comes up, because ground temperature is about 12-13 degrees at the moment. So once we've got the covers on and a little bit of sunshine on it, I reckon that should bring the temperature up, hopefully 14, maybe even 15. Yes guys, so I'm chatting rubbish now. No, come on, let's get back into it. So guys, it is 4 o'clock on day one, but we didn't get here till 10:30, and that was because I had to pick up some pipe, which in theory I could have left that. So this is definitely going to take more than one day. I'm hoping I can get this all sort of on and fixed and sealed, but the problem is, guys, there's just so many angles to get it right. It's doing me flipping nothing, guys. Let me show you. I'll flip you around and I'll show you. Can you see all of these angles? And obviously it's got to be square as well as all of these angles. So that's had to be that. There's an angle cut there. Do you know what I mean? There's an angle, and they're not all the same, guys. I know it might look it. There's a little bit of a gap there, but I can't really do anything about it because this is square to the front. Can you see that? So, and that gap between there and there is equal. So like I say, it's got to be dead square. So we're getting there, guys. We are getting there slowly but surely. Hopefully I'll get the covers on. Zoom out a bit. Hopefully I'll get the covers on, guys, for tonight, and then I'll come back in the morning just to put the rest of the fixings in. We've got to do let me flip you around. Get the rest of the fixings in. We've got to do a medical check on all these fish as well, do some scrapes and some treatments, because I have seen a couple of fish flicking, guys. And then we've got to sort out his overflow. So yes, I'll crack on, guys, and see if me and Lance, the absolute legends, can get this blooming lid on. Testicles. So, you legends, it is the end of day one. The sun has already set and I am absolutely knackered, guys. Just mentally as well, just basically working out all these angles and stuff. So yes, I am going to have to come back tomorrow. I haven't scraped his fish, I haven't fixed his overflow, and I haven't finished the blooming top either. So I'll flip you around and I'll show you where we've got to, guys. So there she is, looking absolutely spamtastic. So the people didn't send enough trim edge, so I'm gonna have to sort that out. So I'm gonna have to get some more of that. But that's, this side is all done, the front's done. That front piece isn't screwed on, you legends, but I have stayed extra time because, can you see that? Like, you can just lift that up. So yeah, I might put some quick release ones on there for him, just so he can get in and get some food. You've got your nice gap under there for the gases to gas off. This edge is all done apart from the trim. That's done apart from the trim. That's done apart from the trim. All I've got left to do, you legends, is that bit there. So I have put a piece of wood in there, but it's not fixed, and the reason why I've done that is because I just want to see what the temperature is tomorrow, see if it comes up. So yeah, I've got to trim that one, and that's on an angle there, and then I've got to go back up to where the wall is there tomorrow. And then Lance is knackered as well. But yeah, guys, I'm absolutely shattered. There's no point in working in the dark because, yeah, and because I'm tired, I'll probably end up just having a mischief. So I'll bring you back. I'll bring you straight black in 3, 2, and piff, paff, poof, just like that, you absolute legends. We are black. Oh, yeah. So, guys, it is day 2. I did think that we would get this done in one day between me and Lance, but it is what it is, you legends. So, and also, they never give us enough trim for the edges. They only give me 4 meters. I don't know why. When I bought like 4 panels, you know, they should have supplied me with all the edging I needed, guys. So yes, but they are only, I reckon, about 20 minutes down the road. So, you legends, we're going to get the rest of this frame done, get all the decking secured on, and then I'll whiz off and go and pick that up. And then we're going to come back, we're going to have a look at his overflow because that's blocked, and then we're going to do some scrapes on his fish. Nice. Yes, you legends, so this is where we got to yesterday. This one's finished, this one's finished. We've obviously just got to put the trims on the edges. This one's finished. There is loads of condensation underneath. So this one here, guys, I was going to put a little flap in it, but it does actually, can you see that? It does slide forward very easy. So you can slide it forward to feed his fish and stuff like that. Slide it straight back in. This side is all done. That one's got to be moved over a little bit. That gap there is 3 centimeters, and basically so that he can open up his filter room. Yes, guys. So this is all done. That's got to be slid that way a little bit. What have we got left to do today? We have got to finish off this section along here. So can you see that? Because obviously it's got to taper off that way now. So it's got to taper off that way. And basically what I'm trying to do is keep this gap nice and even all the way around the outside, round the outside, round the outside. Keep the gap even, round. Sorry, guys. Absolutely spamtastic. Right, you legends. So I'm going to stop waffling. Let's do this. Testicles. Yes, you legends, I thought I'd bring you back just for a little update because, so if this was square, if this pond was square, it'd be absolutely easy and we would have done it a piece of pie yesterday between me and Sir Lancelot, but because it's like a hexagonal shape, is it hexagonal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 sides. What's that? Is that a hexagonal? I don't know. I don't know what it is, guys. But anyway, because of that, there's a lot of angles, and also because of the polycarbs, like 1 meter, 5 centimeters apart. So there's no like straight edges to it anyway. So it's a good job we called me in because I absolutely love a bit of carpentry, me guys. So yeah, can you see that? Can you see what I mean? So like you've got angles on top of angles. It's absolutely insane, guys. But yeah, that is the last one ready to be screwed together. Can you see that? So then the polycarb, I can refit it. So refit it because all of that there is done, all of that there is done, all of this is in line. And then what I'll do with the polycarb back on the top, I'll put a couple of screws in each one to keep it square. And then that way I can cut these edges off the polycarb. See, because of that corner there, so I can cut that off. And then, guys, I'll be able to take each panel off one at a time because we're going to fix the polycarb to the, I know when I stick my finger in you go all funny, guys, but then we can screw it along there, and then that'll give all of these frames rigidity and keep them nice and square and solid as a rock. So yes, guys, this 25mm polycarb is absolutely ideal because it's basically what they make roofs out of, so it's going to take anything in it. So originally I did say that I'd put a slope on it, but I think I'll have a word with Keith, the absolute legend. I think with it being flat, the water will run off because it's flat. Do you know what I mean? So, do you get me? Have you got any clue what I'm on about? So if it's perfectly flat, which it is, the water should just run off. The only issue would be like heavy snow or something like that. But with the pond being warmer than the outside temperature, I don't think snow should settle on it unless we get some seriously -16 temperatures. So yes, guys, we are getting there. What have we got to do once I finish this? Well, he's got a blocked overflow which runs off his skimmer. I've got to have a look at that. I might be able to fit some 1.5-inch pipe because he's only got 1-inch pipe in it. So I've bought some fittings, guys, out in my shed to help him out, and I bought a length of 1.5-inch pipe. And, you legends, we've got to check his fish over. So without further a Scooby-Doo, a doggy-doo, or a big fat pile of poo, I'm going to have a slurp on my big black cock. Sorry, guys, I mean coffee. And then I'll bring you straight back. Okay, gang, that is us all cut. So that is looking pretty swanky, don't you think? Obviously these have all got to be screwed down. You might think there's a bit of a lip there, and that's because, you legends, the this overlaps a little bit. So yeah, so that's why that's cut for, and that's all ready to be fixed down. But I need the trim that goes around the edge because it clips underneath. So I'm going to give the company a ring now. I don't think they're too far away. And I need 7 meters of it. I can't believe they only give me 4 meters, guys. But it is good stuff, isn't it? It is good stuff. Look at that. What do you think, you legends? That is looking absolutely spam flipping tastic. Even if I say so myself, guys, there is no limit to this man's skills. Let me flipping tell you. So I'll give them a call, see where they are, and then I'll bring you straight black with some edge trimming. And then, guys, we've basically got to fit the trim on, and then we can screw these ends down, and then we've got to screw along there, along there, along there, along there, along there, which means I think what I'm going to have to do is take each one off individually, which is going to be a bit of a mission because I haven't got Lance with me today, guys. So yeah, but we'll pull it off. I've got some lube. Nice. So, have I told you we've cut it all now? So, probably, if I've told you once, I'll tell you a flipping again, guys. You know how I roll. Yes, so all of these are cut now. I think I've already told you. So, all these are cut now. I've rung up the Verico company that I bought all this from, that sent me only, it was less than 4 meters, I think, guys, of that end capping, and they knew that I had all of this, so I've no idea. Well, anyway, I phoned them up, I've emailed them, then I called them. He's gone and checked the warehouse, and they've gone absolutely none of it in stock. So Keith, the absolute legend, he's just ringing up Wickes's, some local businesses, to see if they've got it in white, so that we can get this job finished off, because otherwise I would have had to order it and he wouldn't have come till next week, which would have been a nightmare, because it takes me a flipping hour to get here. So yes, you legends, all we've got left to do is screw all these down. So I've put some wood across, guys. Can you see that? So basically I want all the screws in a line, do you get me? So I'm going to get that nice and square. I'm going to put the screws in like every 40 centimetres all the way along, just so that they're all, so that it looks nice, do you know what I mean? So while Keith's doing that, guys, we need to look at his overflow. So I'm going to take you around, because someone did ask. That's beautiful garden, you legends. Absolutely stunning. Attention to detail is second to none. So yes, guys, someone has to see the filter room. It is done very smart. That's all hooked up. There's his Oars drum. He's got the big UV. They have not done a bad job, you legends. They have not done a bad job. The only thing he said was, when it was first set up, he was struggling with some fines, which I'm surprised really with the drum, because they filter down to like, I think it's 30 microns, you know, guys. So, but either way, whew, he had a couple of tempests added to it, which seemed to be taking the fines out as well, guys. So, which is pretty dandy. Yes, your legends. So there is his big multi-combi drum. So it's got the big drum, and it's got the big biological filter, big biological in it as well. There's the control unit. Can you see that? There's all his electrics down there. So the problem he's got is, this is his skimmer, which is pump fed back up, and it looks like that's pump fed to his stainless steel shear flow, that is. So that pump's obviously switched off at the moment, but this here is his overflow. So they've drilled it and fixed it into the side of the skimmer for his overflow, and it runs down there. That's just 1 inch, I think it's one and a quarter inch pipe, and then it runs all the way along down there, guys. It has got a bit of a fall to it, but it's not a great fall. Do you know what I mean? I've stacked it and fell better than that loads of times, so I'll take you around. Can you see me? I'll take you around, show you the other end. You know, when I got up this morning, oh, the sunrise, I watched the sunrise from my new church, guys. I love it. I'm so blessed. I'm like living in 5-star accommodation. I feel like an illegal immigrant, you legends. It's absolutely beautiful. So yes, guys, let me take you around and I'll show you. So yeah, so basically they've come along there, look, that's that from his overflow, and then down here, and then it goes into there. So I've disconnected all of that there, and inside there it's absolutely block solid. So I'm going to take this pipe off and see how badly it's blocked up and the reason why it's blocking up, because I mean, if a big twig's gone down there or something, I mean, I don't even know how far. I know it's full of crap there because I've had my finger in it. But whether it's this elbow here, so I'm not quite sure what to do. What I might be able to do is, because that is a straight run, I might be able to just up that to 1.5 inches, so then it's got a swept bend, because I think it started backing up from here, but I'm not sure. It might be in there. Oh, I might need a bit of lube, guys, but don't you worry about that. I'll bring you straight back when I've got to the bottom of it. Oh, yes, guys, we have got to the bottom of it. So what he had was, it's got like a reducer in there, and then there was this like bit of glued up washer going into there. But what it is, he's drilled a hole through there, so that fits over, that rubber fits over the top of that, and this is like one of them glue-on clamps. But where the hole is inside here, guys, if I can hold the camera and point it at the same time, it's all bunged up with sealer. And what's happened was, this has gone down. Can you see that? It's like a bit off a tree, and it's wedged in so it wouldn't go through the hole. And then all of this is backed up behind it, which is just little bits which drums kicked in, guys, right on cue. So yeah, so these are little bits. They would have generally gone down. But the problem was, it was this that had blocked it. So basically, it's travelled all the way down there. It's gone round that bend there, which is pretty damn... And then it's got stuck in there. And then it's all backed up. So what I might be able to do, I'll have a quick word with Keith, the absolute legend, because he's an engineer, guys. He knows what he's talking about. Because that is a straight run, it's got a little 45-degree elbow on. What I might do, because I've got one with me, is put a rubber 1.5 inches, so I can cut that off there, so I'll get an 1.5 inch rubber boot onto there, so then it's more of a sweeping bend, just in case that ever gets blocked up. And then we can run a piece of 1.5 inch pipe into there, and then what I can do, because it's all full of glue inside, and then I can cut all the glue out of it, and then it's actually an 1.5 inch hole. Whereas what he was going through was smaller than that, because it was all bodged up with I don't know if it was gold label, guys, but you know, CT1 or whatever it was. So yeah, I'm going to try and clean that out inside, and then I'll bring you straight. And then I'll bring you straight black, guys. Nice. Yes, guys, can you see this man smiling? I'll tell you for why. Guys, that is so strong. I was literally walking on it to put the fixings in. So I've put a strip of wood across, so they're all nice and level, 52 centimetres apart, guys. Nice straight lines, pretty much. And yeah, I basically walked across it to put the fixings in. So yeah, I was worried because Lance wasn't there. I was going to have to take them all off, fix them, and then put them back on again. And the problem with that is they could have gone out of square, guys. So yes, absolutely spamtastic, guys. I am well chuffed with this job. So a lot of angles, a lot of difficult cutting to do and stuff like that, which I had to do by hand. But yeah, now all we're waiting on is the edging. So Keith, the absolute legend, and a new friend, guys. I tell you what, I love my job because I can work for whoever I want to work for, do you know what I mean? And I meet so many like-minded absolute legends. It's untrue. So yeah, and he's let me film this for you guys. So yeah, sorry the last episode was really short. It's because I've got no internet, and I basically just didn't want to let you legends down, so I uploaded it. I sort of edited it and uploaded it from here, guys. So yeah, we are almost done. We've still got to scrape his koi, check for parasites, test his water, and fix that overflow, which I've already showed you. I think what had happened was the bloke had glued it and the hole, can you see that, was literally just full of sealer. So even though it was 1.25 inch pipe, the actual hole that it was going through was like less than 1/2 inch, like a hose pipe sort of size. So if it was just an overflow for water, yeah, it wouldn't have been a problem. But the fact that there's bits of stuff's gone down there, like it's like an acorn, do you know what I mean? It was off that tree up there, guys. How on earth he got from there all the way over to there, I've absolutely no idea, but yeah. So, you legends, yeah, we've got to just check his fish, tidy up, and then hopefully we'll get the rest of this edging around here, so I can put edging along the front there, so that's not sharp. So when he wants to feed, guys, because I was going to put a little flap in it, you know what I mean, like a little door, but that front piece is so light you can just slide it forward, or you could just take it off if you wanted to. So yeah, shall I zoom you out a bit? Look at that, like a professional. Yes, guys, so that is looking pretty fantastic. The fish are going to love that. So I haven't tested the temperature yet, guys, because it was freezing when I got here this morning. I'll flip you around. It was about 6-7 degrees this morning when I woke up and watched the sunrise, you legend. So yeah, I'll bring you black when I've got some more to tell you. Hemorrhoids. Hello, doggies. Hello, doggies. Can you see they're all swimming around close to the bottom? Because that is where the warmth is. So that's ground temperature coming up through the water. Absolutely fantastic, guys. So yeah, also you legends. So when you've got, he's got OR's air pumps, he has. So they give off a little bit of heat as well. So that's going to work. And also, now that I've done this, he said he might fit a little heater to it, do you know what I mean? So guys, yeah, just covering your pond over will keep the heat in. Like that polycarb is triple laminated, so basically that's gonna retain heat. It's gonna let the sun radiate through, but it's not gonna let the heat out. But also it's the winds, the cold wind blowing across it that chills your pond. So literally your pond could be 13 degrees one day. You could have a cold night with a windy breeze, and you could wake up in the morning, it could be 6 degrees. And that's what we don't want, guys. We do not want big swings in temperature change. And if you don't believe me, ask the koi bodyguard, because he absolutely knows it makes total sense. Nice. Okay, gang, as you can see, I've dropped that one off, and then I've just lifted that one up and just slid it over. So we've got plenty of room. So we're going to try and catch some fish, guys, and just do some scrapes, because I have seen a few flicking. And also, while I'm here, I just thought, you know, it might be a nice idea just to check the fish over, so that make sure that we're going into winter and they're all going to be absolutely fine. So yeah, we'll set the microscope up and then I'll bring you straight back. We're just going to do some water tests, and then we'll see if we can catch a fish, and we'll do some scrapes. Okay, you legends, we have got some good news and we've got some bad news. The good news is, oh, pardon me, do you hear that fox then? I'm telling you, because we're out in the countryside, guys, there's foxes. You got to watch out for them foxes. Yes, guys, we've got some good news and we've got some bad news. The good news is I have got the best subscribers in the flipping universe, and I just want to thank each and every one of you for supporting this channel. The bad news is Keith has rung round everywhere, every supplier in Birmingham, to try and get some of that edging, and absolutely no one's got it. They all want to order it in. So yeah, me and Keith have had a little conversation. I think me and Keith need to find out where they're all buying it from, and then we should have ordered it from there in the flipping first place. So I'm gonna have to come back, guys, just to finish off the edging. So, but I'm gonna do that next week. I'll flip you around and I'll show you where we've got to. We've checked his fish, we've fixed his overflow with some an inch and a half 90-degree bend and some 1.5 inch pipe, and we've just bored out that hole a little bit bigger, because that's where it was getting all stuck. We've checked his fish, he's got a few flukes, so he's going to treat with some fluke pea. So, but yes, guys, hello doggies. Oh, did I tell you it's pissing down the rain? But that is not bad at all, you legends. Yes, if this pond was square, it could have been done a lot quicker, but because of the angles and stuff. But we've fixed it all down, because I didn't want to fix the edges until we got the trim. I managed to find some bits of trim just to put along the front there, because that's a bit sharp. That is just so that you can slide that forwards and backwards. You could take it off if you want, it's not very heavy. So yes, we have had a little tidy up, guys. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, we've had a little tidy up. It is all looking absolutely spamtastic, apart from the edging. I literally need 7 meters of that white edging, which is a bit annoying, guys. But yes, our work here is done, you absolute legends. See if the fish want to say hello. No, they're hiding. But yes, guys, when I took the lid off earlier, it was at 12.5 degrees. Yesterday it was at 11.1. But after I took the lid off, it did cool down quite quickly. So yes, as you can see, guys, an absolutely fabulous job. I'm going to get rambling on now. I'll tell you what, I'll shut up. This has been one absolutely magnificent job. It was a challenge with all the angles and stuff like that, but you know me, guys, I love a challenge. Yesterday I got a bit stressed because it was, but today I've come back all fresh, and all the angles are still fresh in my head, and I think we've made a pretty good job. Let me know what you think in the comments, you absolute legends. Did you see me walking on it to put the fixings in? That is how strong it is. Literally, it's that strong, you can walk on it. Nice. I'll bring you back at the new church. Testicles. Yes, you legends, we are back at the brand new church, guys, where I am very happy. I think I have absolutely smashed it out of the ballpark. In just 2 weeks ago, finding out that I had nowhere to blooming live, and 2 weeks later I'm living in absolute paradise, guys. So yeah, loving the place. It is spam flipping tastic. So you legends, yeah, that was a bit of a mission. All of them angles to cut was just a bit of a nightmare. But if you've got a square pond, guys, you could just build them 1 meter wide, 5x2 framework, solid as a rock, strong as an ox. Oh yeah, bop, bop. And then, yeah, that'll be all good to go. So I did scrape his fish, guys. I did record that, but I had to edit it all out because I've still got no internet, and I probably won't have internet until the 17th of this month, which is an absolute nightmare. So, you legends, I'm going to try and get this saved, which will probably take about an hour and a half. It's 1:30 p.m. now on Sunday, and then I've got to try and get it uploaded. I've only got 3G and occasional 4G, so yeah, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my very best, guys. But yeah, how do you know we're back at the new church? Oh, yeah! You better believe it. Well-deserved beer, you legends. Yes. What do you think of the new backdrop? I absolutely love it. I'm not going to bring the 2 camera angles and stuff because, yeah, it's going to take me even longer to edit. And I'm hoping, guys, fingers crossed, if you're watching this at 8 o'clock, I've pulled it off, guys, and I didn't even need lube. So, yes, Keith, what an absolute legend. Really, really nice guy. And like I said in the video, guys, I'll go out and do quotes, and if I don't like the people, I won't work for them, and that's the be-all and end-all of it. So I'm very lucky that I get to choose who I want to work for, so absolutely fabulous guy. I've ordered that edge trimming. I'm going to go back on Wednesday or Thursday and just fit that for him. So I've just got to take up the end screws, cut that, fit it on, put the screws back in. Jobs are good, and so, yes. You legends, what have we got coming up? We're going to go and see Sally because we're going to go and check on her fish. Do some scrapes because I don't know if you remember, she had gill flukes. The fish weren't eating. There was clamp fins. So I got a message off her the other day saying that they were feeding again now. So we're going to go over, we're going to do some scrapes, check that the gill flukes have gone, and put another treatment in and turn off the UV light because, as you know, you flipping legends, that gill flukes lay eggs. Also, we've got coming up is a big natural pond. It's got some koi in it. We don't know how many yet because it's completely overgrown. So we'll go to that. I reckon that's going to be a 2-dayer, you legends. So yeah, we've got that coming up and loads of other stuff. So we've got to go around and see pretty much most of my customers and check, you know, check the filtration, make sure everything's working, check the fish before they go into winter. So guys, if you own a microscope, if you've got a water test kit, which you absolutely should have, make sure you check your fish because temperatures are coming down. And when the fish hibernate on the bottom, unless you're heated, you've got very little time. A lot of treatments aren't as effective in low temperatures. You can't use formalin and malachite green below 10 degrees because it won't flipping work. Yeah, so if you've had a season of troubles with your fish, I recommend getting some salt in, either 0.3%, 0.6%. Keith had a few flukes, guys. So he had, I found like 2 or 3 skin flukes on several of the fish. So yeah, he's going to treat with some fluke pea, Kasuri fluke pea. And what I might do, if he's ordered that and got that in, when I go back on Wednesday or Thursday, I think it'll be Thursday, we'll just check the fish again, guys. So yes, that cover is spamtastic. That should keep the heat in. I was going to set it at an angle, but as you saw me walking on it, that is as strong as an ox, guys. So, you know, no matter amount of snow, what falls on there, if we get any snow, I think we're in for a bad winter. Well, we'll soon find out, won't we? I won't be in for a bad winter because I'll be in flipping Barbados, you legends. So, that's enough of me waffling on, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to everyone who hits that thumbs up. Thanks to everyone that leaves a comment because that is what's making this channel grow. We are at 4,529 subscribers. If we can get that up to 5,000, that would make my day, guys, because that will bring in more revenue, which means that I can help more people. Oh yeah, forgot to tell you, I only quoted 1 day for that job. And when I went back the second day, I couldn't take Lance because it literally would have just absorbed all the money out of it. I thought I'd get it done in a day, but I didn't. But I went back the second day and I spoke to Keith and I went, listen, Keith, I'm not going to charge you any money. I did you a quote and that's the quote. And do you know what he said? Not a flipping chance, mate. He said, I'm going to pay you for every hour that you're here. I really appreciate it. I said, he had 4 people go out to give him a quote. And because of the shape of the pond, no one got back to him. So we did. Oh, yeah. Bop, bop. So, I hope you've had a great weekend. Yes, you legends, I'll leave it right here. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your koi. Take care of your loved ones. God bless each and every single one of you. And I'll see you in Wednesday night's video. Nice.